Hey guys, what is going on? MadSpace here, bringing you another video. Before we get this started, I did want to say that CEO 2021 was this weekend. I mean, you know what happened if you read the title, if you look at the thumbnail. This video will contain giant spoilers, so if you don't want to know what happened in the sets that I'm going to go over today, you can always go to the VG Bootcamp YouTube channel and watch all of the sets. But yeah, in terms of the results, I mean, you already know what the results were by clicking on this video. So I did want to get that out of the way, and so we can go ahead and go along with the topic of this video, which is the fact that Kola made the loser's run of his life. He actually took grand finals over Glutonny, the Wario player from France. A very, very good player, and it was actually an incredibly hype grand final set. So I wanted to go over why I think Kola was able to take down Gluto while everybody else was not. Well, it was a combination of a couple of things. Gluto was able to survive to very, very, very high percents. And that was because of the play style he was choosing to go by. He uses a lot of jumps, feints, double jumps, trying to bait people to approach him on the ground so that he can hit him with falling aerials and stuff like that. And everybody knows that if you get hit with falling aerials from Wario, that leads to a lot of percent. And if he has full or even half waft, you know that you can die off of one bad exchange. So that was one of the things, you know, pretty much against everybody. He was living to incredibly high percents, which allowed him to charge waft multiple times a game. And people didn't really react all that well. So I think Kola did a great job killing him early so that the games weren't as long, which means Gluto really only had one waft to work with during the games against Kola, and also Kola's reactions during the two sets were just absolutely incredible, giving Gluto pressure that he was not receiving from his other opponents, and a lot of it has to do with the character, but I mean, that's pretty much the basis of it. So I'm going to go set by set. I'm not going to fully analyze every single set that Gluto had on stream because I mean, that would just be way too long of a video. I'm just going to show a couple of instances of each set and how Kola did it differently. Okay, so Gluto's set against Sonido. Sonido's a pretty good Sonic player. I just did want to showcase maybe like one or two scenarios from each of his sets. Like I said, I'm not going to like analyze the entire sets that he played, but we're going to see right over here. Yeah, so that forward there, not really advised. He probably should have waited a little bit more before going for anything. He got punished for it, and honestly, this gave Gluto a little bit of positioning to be able to get this kill. I think he gets hit one more time, but oh, that back air there again. You know, just how Gluto plays. You gotta recognize that stuff like that is not really gonna work. You know, that you have to wait out his options in the air, you know. This is a situation where Gluto was living to an incredibly high percent, and a double jump feint baited him into approaching, and he just wafted him, you know. So he was doing stuff like that like all tournament. He was getting people with that consistently. Not the waft itself, but just like the double jump baits. He also played Aaron in his next set, who I think is normally a Diddy Kong player, but he was playing Sora here, which was interesting. Aaron was playing like really grounded a lot, and he just went for that grab. He was going for grabs and stuff on the ground that against Gluto just are not really going to work consistently. So, you know, he got punished for doing that, and he gets punished again for doing like I think it was like a forward tilt or something. Yeah, it was like right there. So it's like right over here. Yeah, he's trying to forward tilt, which, you know, it's a strong move, but it's not really all that safe. Probably shouldn't really have done that. Just a couple of situations there where was really not necessary. And he's already down a stock, if you don't notice. You know, he's down a stock, and with Sora against Warrior, that's really not advised. There was moments in game 2 where Aaron was actually pressuring Gluto really, really well, getting a lot of grabs. It was like the end of, yeah, it was like around here in game 2. Yeah, he was like following him, forcing shields, getting grabs and stuff like that. But then Gluto was just like, you know what? I'm just going to end the set the way I, normally did. And I was like, baiting him to do stuff on the ground. So his next set was against Zenodo. This was one of the moments where you just see why the survivability of Wario is just, integral to his success. So Gluto lands incorrectly here and gets punished for it, but he probably should have went for like a down tilt up smash maybe. I'm not sure if it would have killed, but I think it would have been a better chance than forward smashing across the entire stage, because then Gluto lives to an incredibly high percent for like the next 60 seconds. Nothing really happens. He only takes about 20 something percent, and then he did that. So stuff like that was happening throughout the tournament as well. Just, letting him live a little bit too long. The longer he lives, the lower chance you have of winning the game, In his winner's semi set against MVD, I think because of the matchup, he was actually mostly the aggressor from what I saw. They were both kind of like taking turns of, being really defensive and really aggressive. It was actually a pretty interesting set to watch. But he did end up taking this set, game 5 set actually. MVD played very, very well. They were kind of just like mixing it up. So, MVD came pretty close to beating him. He was like the one, other than Kola, that was really putting a lot of pressure on Gluto, and you saw the results of that, taking him to game 5, but Gluto still took the set. Watching his set against Mutace was actually a little bit frustrating, because these games would start so slow, and then Mutace would get an opening like this, and then he would just get so much percent of his openings, because, as Peach does, Peach is a very combo-oriented character. But then after getting his percent, he would slow the game down again, and Gluto would slowly bring him up to high percents. Slowly bring him up. Slowly. And then you're pretty much even at this point, right? Because, you're living forever. You have Waft already. 2 minutes have passed in the game. And I think Mutace took this stock, but Gluto takes the stock like immediately after. And it's basically even, so you're like losing your lead, And this was the end of game 1. You could see like when Mutace decided to put the pressure on Gluto here, he gets a lot of percent. He actually takes the lead, and he takes the game by switching up his play style. I mean, you could just see, and obviously, he's playing a little bit more aggressive because he doesn't have Waft. He wasted it in the previous stock. But, I mean, this is how you gotta play, even if he does have Waft. I mean, you took the lead. You put so much damage on. And then you ended up taking the game, So, yeah, he actually played really well for the last minute or so, and he was able to win that game. Game 2 here, you could see that he went ahead, and boom, he pressures his landing. He gets early percent, back and forth. Gluto comes back with some percent. But, Mutace comes out with a lead here after this interaction. And, but again, he slowed it down, and slowly, Gluto was able to take this first stock, and he took this game as well. And I think he actually got 2 wafts in this game, because look, again, he's living for so long, he's gonna have waft so early in the game. He's living to 176, So I think he gets wafted in this stock. See, and you see the lead again. Mutace has a lead, but Gluto gets an opening and wafts him, and that's partly to do with the first stock lasting so long. The second stock, he actually lived crazy long too, which I think allowed him to get a second waft. Let's see, it's somewhere here. Yeah, he gets the stock, but he has the waft. And yeah, he reacted here and got the waft. Yeah. So for the rest of the set, Gluto was pretty much in control. Mutace played well in game 3 again. It was like kind of like the same scenario, but game 4 was pretty much all Gluto. So he made his way to Grands after this set. And now we are in the set with Kola, and I think Gluto was caught off guard by how hyper aggressive Kola was going to be, because you could see the pressure already in the air that he's giving him that the other players just were not doing. Just so quickly building up this percent and just not letting up at all. And yeah, he did live to a kind of high percent, but Kola did take care of the stock before he was able to get too high of a percent, and then gets a lot of extra credit here too. And then he also still takes this stock as well. You're gonna notice here how Kola was meeting him on platforms. Again, something that the other players just didn't want to do. A lot of it does have to do based off their characters, but just look at all the pressure, man. Like from the landings, him being in the air, you know, Kola was just off rip, was just pressuring him a lot. His landings, his jumping. You see, he called the short hop and he got 27% off of it. You know what I mean? Game 2 was pretty much more of the same. You see the lead that Kola has. But Gluto makes this crazy comeback. Like, you have to give this to him. He gets a nice parry. This footstool into Waft was just absolutely, bro, like, I don't know. You just gotta tip your hat to the man. Gluto actually has the lead here in game 3, but this is where I say where Kola took the stocks a lot earlier than the others did mattered so much. He gets a roll read here and he's at 100%, which normally for Wario is really not that bad. But getting a sweet spot back here off of a ledge trump allowed him the momentum in order to take this game. And then again, you know, the landings, he's picking them up. You know, shield pressure, reacting to this jump here. I cannot believe he missed that up smash. I thought for sure that was gonna hit, but look at this pressure again. You know, the double jump, he uppered, jumped again, got a soft spot forward air. It's just more damage, more pressure, and he forces Gluto into making a dumb option, just wasting his waft. You know what I mean? So it was stuff like this that Kola was forcing Gluto to do because of all of this. And again, you know, reads the roll, baits him into the roll, and gets the stock. Right here, he kills Gluto really, really early. 112 again. Usually for Wario is not that bad, but he approaches with the forward smash, which is so risky, but it ended up paying off for him. And then you see again, look, he's in shield, Gluto's in the air, short hopping, and he catches him. You know, that's stuff that the others were not doing. And again, using the up B while he's in the air, he was playing so well. These landings here, you know, Gluto was not landing for free. You know, Kola was not giving it to him for free. And then after he gets this grab, you know, he's following him, pressuring him, even on the platform, and able to just continue to follow him. And then once again, the forward tilt off the ledge. Really, really nice option. And the last kill for the set, again, he was pressuring him like crazy from the ledge. Caught his jump again. Early kill again. 114%. You know, Kola was absolutely manhandling Wario and Gluto in some of these scenarios. This is just another situation where he caught him off the air twice in just one short sequence. I forget if he gets the kill off of this, leading to, again, yeah, 130. That's a pretty good percent to get the kill off of Wario. I think somewhere around over here, 20. Again, this is a pretty early percent to get a kill off of Wario. So just the pressure. I think it was, what was it, a bad nair from Gluto? Oh yeah. Look at this landing. He's trying to get a juicy falling up air. Kola does not give it to him and gets a nice early kill. And then, you know, this is pretty much the entire set. You know, they were going back and forth. Gluto did take a second game, but you see the theme that Kola was going for the entire set, and he was able to take this set, which it was incredible to watch. So even for the last kill of the set, you could see he's there when he lands, getting the grab. Ill-advised back air from Gluto, and Kola wins CEO. So you could see it was just an incredible set. Congrats to Kola, you played amazing. And that's pretty much it. That's what Kola did in order to beat Gluto when everybody else couldn't. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, drop a like, sub, comment if you want, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.